Are you ever nervous speaking in meetings because you're not sure of your pronunciation? You're afraid you're going to make a mistake saying a certain word. You won't be understood. Well, let's fix this. And remember, even if you are rated an advanced English speaker, if you're not being understood because you're going back to your first language, phonetics, then this is a problem. There are a few things that we really need to be good at, but one of them is pronunciation. And learning intonation is very important also. We need to be understood and we need to make it natural. So you're not thinking about your English when you're speaking in meetings. You're thinking about your ideas, your IT expertise, your business expertise, whatever you do. You are focused on your ideas, not your English. So we need to do these exercises to make it natural for you to speak good English, to be clear and people understand you. So my name's Teacher Burt. I was in business for over 30 years and I have been coaching people in business English for the last 5 years. I've had hundreds of students and huge amount of success using program learning and natural learning processes. So let's get into this. And try to stay till the end because I do have some really good bonuses for you. First of all, how do we transform your pronunciation? How do we make you sound more natural in English? Well, this video is going to handle it. And these are not necessarily listed importance. They're all important. You can sound natural speaking English. You really truly can. The first one is perfect your English sounds. Get that TH sound. Get that EA sound. Get the N and the M sound differentiated. Get the B and the V correct for Spanish speakers. Get these done right. And what I really like are practicing minimal pairs. These are words that sound very close together, but they are a little different. I have some really good exercises for you here. You practice these. You record yourself saying them. You listen. Some of my students send me their recordings and you get them right so that you always say it right and you say it naturally because you've learned it and it's in your English mind. And that's something else I want to say is try not to translate. Always stay in your English mind or in your Spanish or Portuguese mind. It's very important. Try to think in English so you're not having to consciously remember things when you're really supposed to be talking about your professional subject. Get your sounds down great, okay? That's incredibly true. So make it naturally. Naturally learn intonation. I'll give you a whole bunch of sentences and highlight the syllables that you need to focus on and the important words. Ask me about this. These are very important. And you do them routinely every week. You practice these so that your mind is learning them and learning them. So you don't have to think about it. They just naturally come to you correctly. Once you get intonation, you won't believe how natural you will sound when you're speaking English. It's absolutely incredible. I can't believe it when I hear people do this. So very important. Make sure you do this. So practice those minimal pairs, as I've already mentioned. Record yourself and assess yourself, and then try to improve. I love the 2-minute speaking exercise. Check out my recordings on this. This is so good. I want you to take your phone. I'm recording on my phone right now, so I don't have it. Take your phone. Speak about anything you want to speak about. Something you read, something you saw, something you're thinking about, something that happened at work, whatever, personal, business, whatever. Speak for 2 minutes. Then self-assess yourself. Listen, how's my pronunciation? How is my vocabulary? How is my grammar? How was my intonation? How was my coherence? How did I put my ideas together in it? Listen to it. Make a few notes and then do it one more time using your notes for 2 minutes. Add some vocabulary, correct some of your mistakes. That's it. You do this for 30 days. You'll be amazed at the transformation in your English. Outstanding exercise. Remember, active and responsive listening. People want to be heard and they want us to respond to their problems and their issues and what they're trying to say, but they want us to be relevant. They want us to truly listen to them. When people complain about service or anything, what do they always say? That person didn't hear me. They didn't listen to me. They didn't solve my problem because they didn't listen. This is the most common complaint. We must listen. Listen first. Pause, think, and then respond concisely with really good comments and get to the point. Don't go in circles. This is what happens when we don't listen. A lot of people are very poor listeners. When they're listening, they're thinking about what I'm going to say next. Stop doing this. Be a really good listener. And even think about, well, what are they not saying? What can you add to it? Take a moment, put your thoughts together, and then speak concisely to the point, giving real professional advice. Show your expertise. You'll impress people. So always take advantage of every opportunity you have to speak. If you have something to add, I want you to speak. Don't be one of those people who's in a meeting in English and the leaders are thinking, he or she's not confident in their English. Maybe they're not proficient. But what it is the fear of speaking. You must speak. You need those successes. You need to make the mistakes. And during a meeting, when you make a minor mistake with preposition or an article or something, just laugh it off and continue. Don't go correcting yourself. Okay? I don't want you so focused on your English that you're not achieving your mission, getting your message out there. That's what's important. So use every opportunity to speak. And if your manager asks you to do a presentation on something, do the presentation. Prepare yourself, practice it, and do it. You need these successes to prove to yourself that your English is good, that you are good enough, you're even better than good enough. So use every opportunity. Get professional help. I do a 10-week English transformation program for business people, business and IT people. I've done it many, many times. And it really does cause a transformation. And it's really more about confidence and getting over the fear of making mistakes than anything. Yes, we will give you the target language. We will practice it. We'll do role playing. We'll do all those things. But the transformation happens as you become more confident and ready to speak. That's what makes the difference, the confidence. I have many intermediate level students who speak with confidence and are always trying to improve a bit. And those are some of the most successful. I'd say the majority of the people are people who trust their English enough to speak with confidence. That's what makes the difference. I'm sure you agree with me. Let me know if you disagree. So get some professional help. I'm always ready if it makes sense for us to chat for 30 minutes. I'll assess your English. I'll let you know what you need. In most cases, what people need is fluency. Focus on fluency, not so much accuracy, but fluency. Be fluent in those meetings. And we will get you the target language. So if you need clarification, it's just natural. You might say, that's really interesting, but could you clarify your last point? I didn't quite follow you. Or, I really like your ideas, but could we also consider this? Just get those phrases down pat so they're natural to you, just like introducing yourself. And make it natural by learning naturally and making it part of your English mind. So it just comes to you. You don't have to be thinking about it. You're not using your conscious mind to think about that. You're using your conscious mind to express your ideas, to show your expertise, to show your professionalism. Follow these points, and this will transform your English. But most of you will probably need some help. So reach out to me and let's talk about it. And I also have a 10-question business English quiz. And you do those questions, and that will allow us to really understand your English challenges and goals. And I will send you a personalized report after you do this quiz. It's an in-depth report. And then I suggest that we have a little chat and assess your English and where you are, what you want to achieve, and how we're going to get you to that confident point where you can work in the international market. You can get promoted. You can do presentations. You will show people that you are a competent English speaker who has confidence. So I'm Teacher Burt. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helpful.